Welcome to FundooMoney, your 24/7 buddy for all your money matters. You're watching Markets Next Week, our weekly program, video program, where we give you a taste of what to expect in the markets next week. And as always, we have with us Sunil Kewalramani, who's the CIO of Global Money Investor and an eminent stock market author. You can check out his book at Amazon. Also, you can check out his links in the description section of this video. So on the other side of a very short break, we'll come back and try to catch Sunil's perspective on what to expect in the markets next week. Welcome back. Welcome to FundooMoney, your 24/7 buddy for all your money matters. You're watching Markets Next Week, our regular weekly video presentation where we give you an idea of what to expect in the markets next week. So as always, we have with us Sunil Kewalramani, who is the CIO of Global Money Investor and an eminent stock market author. He's always there in Markets Next Week. And as always, he's there again this time. And to get to know more about Sunil, you can check out the links in the description section of the video. So let's get started with business. Let's ask Sunil. Sunil, what are the main things we can expect in the markets next week?
Thanks, Udyan. See, among the things that stand out at this point of time are the following. I think one of the most important things to remember is that United States is now proposing to reduce the corporate tax rate to 20%. That's much lower than that prevailing in any other part of the world. Even in India, it is much higher, and there will be a greater incentive for companies to shift back to the United States as far as tax residency is concerned. And that will definitely play in the investors' minds, and definitely it will have an impact. So if you're looking at it from a global perspective, do keep in mind that United States tax reforms could be slightly difficult from an emerging country point of view. So you also remember that they are imposing something like a 12% repatriation tax for cash that is lying in other parts of the world. So these could be incentives and disincentives depending on which company you are and where you're positioned in various parts of the world. This all can result in some type of an asset reallocation. Another thing that investors need to keep in mind is that India has moved up as far as business is concerned. As far as the surveys that were released, it has gone up more than 30 notches. Now that's excellent. Of course, they have done some very cleverly, they've tried to go item by item, and they try to fix many things, like move many items online, getting electricity connections. So many things have gone online. So this is very good from an overall country perspective, and the country has moved up in terms of ease of doing business, which is very nice, which is good for a foreign investor. That is easy for them to, figure countries which are doing well, and they will naturally come and put money more in that country where there is an ease of doing business. At the grassroots level is definitely another issue, because I still believe that the GST issue still remain to be completely sorted out. Time and again, government is extending the deadlines for filing many returns, and that is leading to a lot of confusion. So if this doesn't get sorted out in some short period of time, that may result into a lot of confusion at the grassroots level. The bank recapitalization plan is a very good thing. But then if you're going to find detail, you find that the weak banks are only going to be, helped in terms of taking care of the non-performing asset losses. They are not going to get so much more of growth capital as the other stronger banks are going to be. So this point needs to be, and there has been a runaway rise in the PSU bank stock prices. That may also get hampered to some extent. Now, these are all things which are some sort of precautions. I'm not saying that the rally is going to stall, but definitely the valuations are quite high, and there will be pockets where people will be able to take advantage of the demonetization story, the GST, some advantages in certain sectors, and all this will definitely be impacted in good stocks, which are a part of some good diversified mutual funds, and investors will definitely benefit. But I'm just pointing out certain things which will continue to hamper the rise, and there will be corrections from time to time with them.
Right. So, are there, in terms of sectors or any other developments that one can expect in the Indian stock markets?
As far as the pharma sector is concerned, then they seem to be reeling under some sort of pricing pressure. If you very closely follow Trump, you will realize one thing: this guy, whatever promises he has made, is really fulfilling them. You know, apart from whatever the Twitter jokes and other things that are centering around it, but his entire focus has been on trying to create jobs in United States, which is fantastic. You know, I mean, this is one example of a person that whatever was a past part of his manifesto, everything is coming to happen. So yeah, the farmer, and he was all in favor of reducing the drug prices, and that's also happening. And you are seeing that a lot of the pharma companies in India getting a knock now because the pricing pressures are definitely beginning to develop everywhere. The FDA clearances are increasing; they're going at a rapid pace, and all these are going to start reflecting. I've also talked about the bank sector. Insurance companies, a lot of them are coming out with IPOs, massive, very huge amounts of IPOs. Now they look to be priced on the aggressive side, and that's why you're seeing certain companies not being able to fulfill, and the market listing is definitely not commensurate with the issue price. The investors need to be a little cautious, but there will be certain areas of strength even in the insurance sector where companies will try and leave some money for the investors on the table, and investors can, from a long-term perspective, take advantage of such IPOs. But they will have to be very careful in trying to figure out which are those IPOs where the promoters will leave some money on the table for the investors. And as you can see, all of them are not doing that. There are a lot of companies where the IPOs are getting listed at below the IPO price, which shows that there is too aggressive pricing that is taking place. And they have just taken advantage of the market conditions, that the Sensex and the Nifty being at an all-time high, they've come out with IPOs at this price, which I do not think is fair for the small investor. Once again, investors need to be cautious. But even in this insurance sector, even in this scenario, there will be some good pockets of opportunity.
Well, that's a lot of good information, and as always, a great view of what can be expected in the markets next week, and from none other than the market expert, that's Sunil Kewalramani. He's the CIO of Global Money Investor. Hope you found this video useful. Talking of IPOs, you can check out our two videos, one in English and in the other one in Hindi on IPOs. It's a kind of a primer on the major things that one needs to check out on IPOs. So of course there are loads of other videos, as you would have seen in our channel. You could check out the playlist, because most of these videos are bunched up according to topics in various playlists. So there are lots and lots of playlists. You can go to the search bar and type in the term that you're looking for, and you're bound to get a playlist in the topic that you're looking for. You can get back to us, give your comments, whether it's those videos or this particular video. If you have suggestions, you can plug them again in the comment section. If you like the video, a thumbs up is what we would like. And apart from that, if you've come here for the first time, you could subscribe to our channel. We are of course there on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, G+, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And of course, we are there on our website, www.fundoomoney.com. You can get lots of other personal finance information and analysis out there. So till the next weekend, take very good care of yourself, and goodbye.